The world is filled with data, a lot of data. Pictures, videos, music, word, spreadsheet, and it doesn't look like it's going to slow down anytime soon. Machine learning brings the promise of deriving meaning from all of the data. Arthur C. Clarke famously once said, "Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic." I found machine learning not to be magic, but rather tools and technology that you can utilize to answer questions with your data. Hello, my name is Aidil Baihaqi, and in this episode, we will be exploring how to start a machine learning project. Along the way, we'll see just how easy it to create amazing experiences and yield valuable insights. What is machine learning? Machine learning is the science of developing algorithms and statistical models that computer systems use to perform tasks without explicit instructions, relying on patterns and inference instead. Computer systems use machine learning algorithms to process large quantities of historical data and identify data patterns. This allows them to predict outcomes more accurately from a given input dataset. For example, data scientists could train a medical application to diagnose cancer from X-ray images by storing millions of scanned images and the corresponding diagnosis. Why is machine learning so important? Machine learning helps businesses by driving growth, unlocking new revenue streams, and solving challenging problems. Data is the critical driving force behind business decision making, but traditionally, companies have used data from various sources like customer feedback, employees, and finance. Machine learning research automates and optimizes this process. By using software that analyzes very large volumes of data at high speeds, businesses can achieve results faster and better. Where is machine learning used? Let's take a look at machine learning application in some key industries. First, manufacturing, healthcare and life science, financial service, retail, and last, media and entertainment. So, how does machine learning work? The central idea behind machine learning is an existing mathematical relationship between any input and output data combinations. The machine learning model doesn't know this relationship in advance, but it can guess if given sufficient dataset. This means every machine learning algorithm is built around a modifiable math function. The underlying principle can be understood like this. We train the algorithm by giving it in the following input or output combination. For example, 210, 519, and 931. The algorithm computes the relationship between input and output to be, let's say, we declare a variable name of O, so O equals 3 times I plus 4. And then we give it input, for example 7, and ask it to predict the output. It can automatically determine the output as 25. What are the types of machine learning algorithm? Algorithm can be categorized by 4 distinct learning styles depending on the expected output and the input type. First, supervised machine learning, unsupervised machine learning, semi-supervised machine learning, and last, reinforcement machine learning. Before you start a machine learning project, you should prepare the tools and materials. Firstly, device with Windows, Mac, or Linux OS. If you choose Windows, I suggest you use Windows with a minimum version of 10. Text editors such as Visual Studio Code, Google Collaboration, Jupyter Notebook, and others. Data processing software such as Microsoft Excel, Google Spreadsheet, and others. And last, internet connection if necessary. After the prepared tools and materials, and now let's talk about the step. Step 1. You must define a project goals. Before starting a machine learning project, it is important to have clear goals. Do you want to build models for classification, regression, or other tasks? Determine the evaluation metrics to use to measure model performance. Step 2. Collect and process data. Data is a key element in machine learning projects. Start by collecting relevant data for your project goals. Make sure the data is clean and properly structured. Perform pre-processing such as filling in missing values, normalizing, or changing the data format if necessary. And the next step is selecting the algorithm and model. Choose a machine learning algorithm that suits the type of task and data you have. For example, let's talk about for classification. You might consider algorithms such as decision trees, supervector machine or SVM, or neural networks. Select the most suitable model and adjust parameters if necessary. Step 4. Training the model. Use training data to train the model. Make sure to split the data into a training set and a validation set to avoid overfitting. Iterate on the training model by trying different configuration until you achieve the desired performance. And then, model evaluation and tuning. After training the model, evaluate its performance using predefined metrics. If performance does not meet expectations, consider adjusting model parameters or choosing a different algorithm. Iterate on this process until you achieve satisfactory results. And the last step is implementation and maintenance. After obtaining a satisfactory model, prepare the model for implementation in a production environment. Make sure to maintain the model by regularly monitoring its performance and updating the model as needed. So the conclusion is, the step I previously outlined provide a basic guide to starting a machine learning project. Remember that machine learning is an iterative process and experimentation may be necessary to achieve the best results. Continue learning and exploring to improve your abilities in this field. Don't be lazy and goodbye.